This is Unit 2, Lesson 1. We're going to go through the 2 examples that are part of the lesson. So using the diagram from the do now and the angle relationships, solve or find the unknown angles. So find the measure of each labeled angle below, which is the pictures are in the do now. Explain your reason for each solution. So we're going to find the measure of angle 1. Right, so here's our diagram. We know that these 2 angles are supplementary or a linear pair, and linear pairs add to 180 degrees. So angle 1 plus 145 degrees is 180 degrees. So if we subtract 145 degrees from 180, we get the measure of angle 1 is 35 degrees. So measure of angle 1 is 35 degrees. We did 180 minus 145. And what's our reason or explanation? Angle 1 and angle 145 are linear pairs. You could also say supplementary. Linear pairs sum to 180 degrees. Bam. Let's take a look at the next diagram. We're going to solve for angle 2, 3, and 4 using this diagram. So again, this relates back to the information that we discussed in the do now. So angle 2 and angle 40 are vertical. So angle 2 equals 40 degrees. So let's go down to our table. 40 degrees. I don't need any work for this, but I will write my reasoning or explanation. Angle 2 is vertical angle with 40 degrees. Vertical angles are congruent or equal in measure. So number 2, measure of angle 2 is done. Well, we have 2 more angles in that diagram. You have a variety of ways of solving for this one. We're going to do 3 next. Okay, angle 3 plus 40 degrees equals 180. Again, they are supplementary or a linear pair. So angle 3 is 140 degrees. So let's go down to number 3, 140. We did 180 minus 40. Again, 40 plus 140 are supplementary. And we can say that angle 3 and the 140 degree, the 40 degree, angle are supplementary. Let's use a different term here. You could have said linear pair. Angles. And they sum to 180 degrees. So we found angle 3. We're now going to find angle 4. So angle 3 and angle 4 are vertical. So angle 3 equals angle 4 equals 140 degrees. Again, you could have went back to this angle 2 and used the 40, but for example, say you solved incorrectly for angle 2, you would then solve incorrectly for angle 4. You could have used the 40 degrees and angle 4 as well and done another supplementary or linear pair. There's a variety of angle relationships all in one diagram. So the measure of angle 4 is also 140 degrees. I didn't do any work for that. Angle 4 is vertical angle with angle 3. Vertical angles are congruent. Okay. So our last angle here is angle 5. We know that these are angles at a point. And angles at a point sum to 360 degrees. So, if we subtract 122 from both sides, we get that angle 5 is 238 degrees. So 238 degrees, we did 360 minus 122, and how did we know? Angle 5 and 122 degree angle are angles at a point which sum to 360. So again, if you don't know those angle definitions and what they add to, you're not going to be able to solve for the given angle measure. And that concludes example 1 for lesson 1.